Paddy, I think, look, there are people picking you to win this fight, but I don't know if anyone picked you to win it as decisively as you ended up doing so. I know you're your own critic, but I assume you have to be proud of that one.
Yeah, definitely. The game plan went perfect. Everything we've been training in the gym up until this point worked. Everything we said we were going to do, we done. And it was brilliant. I'm very happy with my performance.
Nice. As soon as you landed, I think it was a knee that blew his cheek open, right? Did you know, okay, beginning of the end here, right? There's very few fighters that can survive a shot like that and keep coming.
Yeah, I smelled blood in the water and I've got proper killer instinct. But the one thing I did do is obviously I ran at him and started putting it on him, and then we'd spoke about it beforehand. A wounded animal is the most dangerous one. And you've seen it with Chandler before. When he's hurt, he swings wild and he catches people. So I thought, this is the time to take him down. This is the time to put him on his back and put a beating on him. And obviously I went for the submission at first, but after watching Charles fighting for 5 rounds, that's why Charles never got the finish. He was hunting the submission. And I just knew I could TKO him on the floor with ground and pound.
I assume there are probably times before this in your career that you would not have been that smart and made that choice. Is it cool to go in there and sort of after the fact be able to realize, well, I can see my own growth. I'm seeing growth in fights with better IQ.
Yeah, I think I've got the best fight IQ in the game, other than John Jones. I think I've got the best fight IQ in the game. I don't think anyone's got better fight IQ than me. And I couldn't wait to throw a 12-6 elbow.
He pretty much got you with one of the best nut shots I've ever seen. We spoke about... You said he was a dirty bastard in the cage. Reckon he did that on purpose, or was that?
I don't know what I mean? As I say, I like Mike. He's a nice fella. He's very respectful and nice outside the cage, but when he gets in it, he hit me with about 4 punches in the back of the head in the first round. Know what I mean? Nothing even got said to him. But you never know. He might have kicked me on purpose because he needed a little break. Everyone was questioning my cardio going into this fight, saying that I wouldn't be able to keep up a pace with Mike. And it was him that was gassing, not me. I felt fresh. So because of that, when he kicked me in the balls, it was a flush kick as well. It was me dick and my balls was still hurting when I said let's go. But as I say, I knew he was tired. I could see he was tired, so I was like, I'm not giving him this breather so he can get all his breath back and swing a big punch at me. I just got right back into the action.
Yeah. He also landed, it has to be said, in the first round, pretty solid right hand on you. I suppose there's probably 3 words that could sum up why that didn't hurt you more, is there?
Scousers don't get knocked out, lad, you know that. But, laddie, I think the calf kick I hit him with when he hit me with the right hand hurt him more than the right hand hit me. And we said this beforehand, he's going to hit me, you know what I mean? We're in a fight, he's going to get me at one point. But my chin's never been cracked and it's never going to. It's not going to happen. It's just not. People can laugh at me all they want when I say I won't get knocked out, but I won't.
He wasn't the only fight you nearly got into tonight, though. We saw a video of you backstage with Colby Covington.
Mr. Irrelevant, trying to stay relevant. The fucking whopper.
Yeah, what was that about?
Just come over, starting to chat shit, didn't he, lad? Because he seen there was a camera. Come over and started to say, you fight scrubs. Like, lad, he said something about Chandler being 2-4 or something. Isn't he 2-4 in his last 6? Something like that. He's an absolute bum, lad. He's nearly 40. He's trying to stay relevant by jumping on me while there's a camera there. Well, not jumping on me, just talking shit. I seen him a power slap the other week and walked past him, staring at him, and he just looked at the floor like the little pussy boy he is. When there's a camera there, he tries to say something. But he got terrored, know what I mean? We all absolutely terrorised him. Got told to leg it. Tried to keep shouting. Got told to button his shirt up the fucking wall.
Paddy right here. When Michael, his stance is so heavy on his feet because he likes to explode in that straight line, and you seem to really compromise him early in that first round with those leg kicks. So you said, Charles put the game plan out there, basically the perfect game plan. So was that the game plan to just kind of kick his legs out from under him and tire him out?
It was part of the game plan, yeah, but at the same time we said don't want to kick too much because of what happened in the first round when I kicked him and he hit me with the right hand. So that's why I was pumping my jab out loads, using my jab, trying to use a lot of feints to get inside and catch him. Like, he didn't really get near me at all on the feet. Everyone was saying I'm going to get knocked out on the feet, and he nearly got knocked out on the feet, know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm very happy with the performance. I've done so many things in that fight, what we worked on in fight camp, and like stuff that I've done with Paul, Ellis, Adam and my boxing coach Chris, all that sort of stuff. All the cardio work that I've done with my S&C coach Paul Reed come into play, because as I was saying before, I didn't feel tired one bit there, and Chandler was blowing out of his ass. So, like, I don't think I would have put on a much better performance, to be honest.
Dana was here, and we asked him, does Paddy get one more fight and then he's a title contender? And Dana said, well, this was a big win, so he could be a title contender right now. You named a few guys that you would want to fight. You also said you wouldn't mind fighting Charles Oliveira in Abu Dhabi. So is that the plan? One more fight, title shot for you?
I hope so. You know what I mean? I do. I want to be a world champion. I've always said that I am going to be a world champion. And beating a former champion like Charles Oliveira, who had 2 title defences, he gets called the best submission artist the UFC's ever seen. So I'd love to go up against that because I think I've got better submissions than Charles Oliveira.
Last one for me. 1 year from now, do you think you have the UFC title?
I fucking hope so. 2026, lad. I want that belt wrapped around my waist.
Paddy, over here. When you see yourself fighting for the belt, which is obviously in the near future, who do you think you'll be fighting? Is it going to be Islam Makhachev?
I don't know. That's what I mean. I've seen stuff where Islam's saying he might retire after a little defence or two, or if JDM beats Bilal, he'll move up and fight for the welterweight belt. So I have no idea. Obviously you train to fight the best, so I'm training at the minute to fight Islam Makhachev, but he mightn't even be the champion by the time I get there. So we're just going to have to see what happens. You've got to let it all play out, haven't you? And whoever's in front of me, that's who I fight. Whoever the UFC send me a contract with their name on, that's who I fight. And that'll be whoever I fight next. Whoever the UFC send me a contract with their name on. I'll never turn a fight down.
And I got to ask you, you took aim at all the big dogs of the division, right? But a lot of people are interested in seeing you and Ilia Topuria fight because there's a lot of history, right? There's a whole thing built into it. So I guess where does he fit, and like how do you see you two crossing paths? Because right now it just seems like, at least in the immediate future, he's not in your plans. Maybe I'm wrong. But I guess where does he fit in this whole picture?
To be honest, I forgot about him. I forgot all about him. Or I would have mentioned him in the cage. You know what I mean? I don't call him hand sanitizer boy anymore. He's now El Chorizo. But as I say, I literally forgot all about him. That's how relevant he is. I'm ranked higher than he is at lightweight. So, I'd love to welcome him to 155. But apparently he's sitting out and waiting for the title shot. But, that what I've just done to Chandler's after blueprint to beating him. He's even more of a midget than Chandler is. Like, I'll do the exact same thing to Ilia than what I've done to Chandler. But as I say, anyone can get it. All the names I mentioned. And even McGregor putting money on Chandler to win, lad. Like, the Irish Scouse connection, lad, he's meant to back me. And he never. So, if he wants it, he'll get muftied as well.
That surprised you?
Yeah, I didn't think he'd go against me. Like, to be honest, I thought he'd back me, lad. Not back Chandler. But one of them, innit?
Thank you.
Paddy over here. Obviously, Conor bet against you, but he was respectful in it. What do you plan on saying to him the next time you see him?
I don't know if I'll ever see him. You never know. I'll say to him, what happened there, lad? Fucking hell. The Irish Scouse connection, you meant to back me, but you went for the yank instead. But, it's one of them. If he ever wants to come back, I'm here waiting.
And one more from me. You have such creative nicknames for your rivals like Colby Covington, Armin Sarukian. Could you tell me, were you always this good with your trash talk, or did it get better with time?
I went to an all-boys school in Liverpool, lad. So you had to keep up with it, lad, or you were getting tethered yourself. So I'm used to it, know what I mean? Me and my mates are still a petty little firm and give each other shit every day in WhatsApp groups, lad. So without the lads, I probably wouldn't have as many good shouts as I have.
Paddy right here. Congrats on the win. You always say that when you win, they move the goalposts, but given how dominant this performance was and how thoroughly you beat Chandler, and like you said, in the cardio, physically, everywhere, do you think this is the performance that's going to silence some of those critics?
Probably not, lad. You know what I mean? Every fight I have, the goalposts get moved. It's one of them. I'm used to it. I said it before the fight. Once I beat him, people will be like, he was 2-4 in the UFC, he's washed, he's 38. So they'll probably say the same, but I don't give a flying fuck. I'm going to be ranked 7 on Monday, so suck a dick.
And then, the cardio stood out. Is Fat Paddy gone for good?
I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped all the time like Michael Chandler, you know what I mean? Well, it didn't pay off dividends for him there. Respect to Mike and that for staying in shape all year round, but I'd rather be chubby for a few months, lad, and then not get my head punched in than be ripped all year round.
I guess going off that, Paddy, I know like you got the twins and stuff, and I'm sure after a long camp you want to relax. But given all these possible big fights, do you need to keep yourself ready in case like a big time offer comes through, or are you pushing that timeline till October as you had mentioned previously?
Yeah, no, it's my baby's birthday. The twins' birthday's on Thursday. I'm going on holiday on Friday to celebrate. So, yeah, I'm not fighting in the next couple of months. I'll still be training every day like I always do. Even when I get fat, I train every day. You know what I mean? That's why I get so much better in these little times off what I have. That's why I've looked so much better since the Bobby Green fight, so much better since the Tony Ferguson fight, because I'm never out the gym. You know what I mean? Whether I put a couple of pounds on, I'm still never out the gym. People underestimate me for that reason. They think, oh, he gets fat so he doesn't train. No, I just eat loads of food and still train. You know what I mean? But as I say, I'm going on holiday. I'm going to enjoy my time with my kids. It's my wife's birthday next month. Liverpool are going to win the league. So there's a few things that I've got to do.
And I guess lastly, I know you said you don't care about getting your validation from the fans, but who do you think you could beat that would make you undeniable in that sense? Is it just beating the champion?
Yeah. I think people will move the goalpost with me up until I have that lightweight title wrapped around my waist. You know, if I go in and beat Charles, it'll be like, oh, Charles old. You know what I mean? He's got so many losses. It's just one of them. Like, anyone. Put anyone in front of me and I'll smash your face in.
One last question in the back. Hey, Paddy. I asked you on Wednesday at the media day about Patricio showing you something. Did you ever end up using that on the fight?
Yeah, I tried it. You know what I mean? It's weird, Chandler. But the thing was, he couldn't get near me to do what he done to Patricio, where him and Patricio were similar sizes. He couldn't really get near me to do it. But I think I did land one right hand over the top. You know where he goes like jab the body? It was the right hand over the top and bringing it down. I think I might have landed one of them in the fight. But as I say, Patricio and Chandler are a similar height. So it was easier for him to do that. Where I didn't let Chandler get near me. You know what I mean? I was keeping on the end of my kicks, the end of my jab. So I didn't really even let him initiate that jab the body to counter it. But I think I did hit him with one. I can't remember fully, but I think I did hit him with one or two.
I'm gonna ask this because I'm from Brazil and people in Brazil they had that thing between you and Renato Moicano.
Yeah.
Is this a fight that you still won? Now you're gonna be ahead of him on the rankings.
No, unlucky Renato.
Not easy.
I mean? No, I'm ranked above him now, lad. Know what I mean? He's in the rear view mirror. He actually walked past me before when I was doing an interview, and I went to shout him to say what's happening, but he walked past. I seen him on the broadcast though, shouting "Pim bitch, Pim bitch." I love the way he says my name, lad. It's absolutely hilarious. Paddy Pim bitch, Paddy Pim bitch.
Easy money.
Yeah, easy money. But I think he knows after watching that fight, if he fought me, he'd bet on me.
Hey, thank you, man. Congrats on the win.
All good, people. See you in a bit. Any Scrangaff still open? Anyone know any food places still open? Fucking best be a Scrangaff open, you know.